Hello, it's Jane here. I'm up at the plot and I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually evening. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. It is July, but nights are drawing in, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get this video finished before it gets pitch black. The reason I have come up so late in the day is to do something that, again, I hadn't planned to get done for at least another couple of weeks, but as you probably know, I'm sure it'll be over by the time this video comes out, but at the moment the UK is, I'm going to say, suffering, enduring, putting up with incredibly high temperatures. There is the argument that they're not high temperatures for other places in the world, but for the UK, I think tomorrow, which is Monday, as we speak, we're looking at temperatures in cities reaching 40 to 41 degrees centigrade. So we're just not used to it, and it's bound to be hotter tomorrow, due to be hotter tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, and you'll know this anyway because it's in the title, I'm going to lift my onions. I'll show you the ones I've got and I'll talk you through the reasons I'm going to lift them now. Okay. If we just look in the polytunnel here, 47.1 degrees centigrade, which is a whopping 116.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Okay, you can tell from here that I have been picking the occasional onion as we've been going on the last couple of weeks because there's gaps. But what we've got left, if you have a look, we've got well, look at this one, this tiny one. These stems here aren't doing anything at all. In fact, the neck on that one's gone, so that'll probably be one we have to eat quite early. But if I show you this one, let's have a look. Most of the leaves are brown. It's bending over. The neck is still okay, but you can see that peel there, the outer skin, is splitting. Now, if I water that now, all that's going to happen is that splitting is going to be encouraged. We are just going to end up with another split down there. In fact, there is one. Because the outside is now starting to shrink as it dries. But what I don't want to happen is, if we're going to be reaching temperatures of 41 degrees tomorrow or thereabouts, I don't want these to basically be desiccated in the soil. So I'm going to lift them tonight. They're pretty much ready anyway. They're not looking too happy. I have got a patch at the top of the plot, which I'll show you in a minute, which look a lot nicer than these. But yeah, we'll just get on because it's starting to get dark and we'll see what we've got. I mean, you can see by the stalks on the red ones that I wouldn't really usually have picked them before the end of July, really. But yeah, I wanted to get them up. And to be honest, I don't know if some of them have got a bit of white rot. I've never had it before on this plot. In fact, I've never had it at all, but I've heard a lot of people are getting it more and more. But there were a few, here we are, a few of the onions. Not so much on that one, but they have got a bit of a white dust on them. It could be that we limed the soil at some point, it could just be that, but yeah, it's something I'll certainly be looking out for. Anyway, it's a reasonable haul there. It's not my best haul of onions ever, but I have got some at the top and I'm currently deciding whether to dig them up. It's probably about Back 8:45 now, and the sun is certainly starting to dip. So I'll just take you up and show you what they're like at the moment. Hello, little friend. Okay, from what we can remember, these are Sturon, and the only issue with digging these up, I mean, you can see they're absolutely ready to come. If you can see, most of the stalks here are lying down on the ground, but we did interplant them with carrots, so we're going to have to take a bit of care there. But this isn't a shadier part of the plot, but yeah, we may as well get them all up, and then we can start them all drying off, and we can look at them all together. So yeah, these are coming up now. I think that was just in the nick of time, really. You can't tell how warm it is. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, it's about 8:45 now. Sun's going down, as you can probably tell. But there's so much cloud cover, and I think with that, it's keeping the warmth in, isn't it? There's no escape, so it's quite sticky with that as well. And I think they've said the overnight temperatures tonight are going to be in the region of 31 degrees, which is usually what a hot day is over here in the UK. And then tomorrow, it's set to scorch, isn't it? So anyway, we've managed to get these up. What do you think, Mike?
I think they had a bit of a setback, didn't they? You know, when we weeded them that first time around, I think we disturbed the soil a little bit and maybe let some nasties in.
But I don't know, I mean, I know that's sort of the average size, isn't it, really?
They're okay.
The red ones are okay. I mean, there's quite a lot that have split already, and what usually that is when they've had a sudden burst of water. So maybe we've tried to be kind to them. I'm looking at you, Mike.
Not too kind.
I'm giving them a big dose of water because they were looking a bit dry, and they were already starting to dry up and they've split. But what we'll do, we'll make sure these now will go somewhere, not tonight because we haven't got time, but we'll cover this up tonight, maybe put it in the shed, so it's somewhere cool tomorrow. And then, just the case what you always do with onions, they'll be hung upside down for a few weeks to dry off completely. And any that have got any sort of rot, or you found a couple before that looked very sad about the neck, didn't you? Was it that one?
I think a few of them have had a real setback.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
we'll use those first. So yeah, but actually, amount-wise, we've got a good amount, haven't we? And we don't really want any great big onions.
I do. I sort of do. I tried to grow some giant ones, and they just again, they got hit by allium leaf miner, and they just the tops kind of got all gnarly and they lost a bit of energy. So I'd like a giant onion, but as Jane says, 2 of these, that's a chilli, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And the other thing to do with them is any that you need to use up straight away. Remember that year where we chopped them all up and put them in the freezer? So chop 1 or 2 onions, put it in a Tupperware box or in a bag or whatever, so portion size, and they are brilliant. Just straight out the freezer and into whatever you're cooking. You know, they don't sort of lose any of their flavour or anything like that, do they? So it's not been a great year for onions. You can see we've got loads though, because all these stalks, they've got onions underneath, so there's quite a few. But I don't know, next year must try better.
Must try harder.
must try better with our onions.
Must try better and harder.
Better.
And I
Let's
think we
not go there.
Maybe we're going to make more of an effort next year to grow them from seed.
Seed, they do come. I know this is an ongoing debate, isn't it? Whether you grow from seeds or sets. These were all sets this year.
Yeah, the majority were.
And
yeah,
they were just bunged in. There was no preparation of the soil beforehand other than a layer or two of compost, which should be okay, really.
Yeah.
But Mike, I was wondering, there's a couple of them, I'm not going to pull one out now because the microphone's balancing on top. A couple of them do have like a little bit of a white dust around the root area, and I'm a little bit concerned that might be white rot, which we've never had before. Have you limed the soil at all?
No. Not
so
for them.
It could well be white rot then, which is a shame because that's something, once you have it on your plot, once you have it on your plot, it's very, very difficult to get rid of, and I know some people just don't grow onions anymore. I'm not going to go searching through, but certainly if I find any with this dust on, I'll store them separately as well, and again use them up sooner rather than later. But it's something, and I'm glad we've got it up before tomorrow, because probably nothing would have happened to them and they would have been absolutely fine, but there would have been, they've stopped growing now. I know a lot of them look really healthy, don't they? But they wouldn't have grown that much more in the next week or two now, and we've been bringing them up at the end of July.
I think not with no rain, and no rain is forecast, and tomorrow is going to be a world record hot day for the UK, so
yeah.
We don't want them drying out too much.
I've just thought as well that needs to be picked before tomorrow, and it's going quite dark now.
What?
Gooseberries. If we don't pick them now, they're all going to drop by tomorrow.
The gooseberry harvest is significantly better than the onion harvest.
And I think some of them are significantly bigger as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just a quick one today, just showing you the warts and all onion harvest. I hope you've done better than us. Do you bother with onions? Do you suffer with allium leaf minor or white rot or neck rot? Is that the same as white rot? I don't know. You don't know until you've had it, do you? Let me know how you've coped during the hot weather, because as I say, this will probably come out in the middle of the week, and hopefully we'll have come through the other side and be enjoying slightly cooler, more acceptable temperatures for us in the UK.
Gingers of the world, get your hats on and stay indoors.
All right then, take care. Facebook, Instagram, email, all the links are below. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Stop it.
Was that okay?